ZNS Total Sports is brought to you by 4th Terrace Diagnostic Center.
Good evening, Bahamas. I'm Kelsey Johnson. Welcome to Sports Wednesday. The Bahamas Aquatic Federation is on a high, having swept all 3 divisions at the recently held Carifta Water Polo Championships. With the Carifta Swimming Championship less than 11 days away, President of the local federation, Algernon Cargill, is hoping to capture title number 4.
Water polo provides another avenue for our athletes in that we traditionally track and field, swimming, soccer, etc. country. But water polo, a new sport being introduced, and to have success so early really speaks well for the future of our sport, and particularly for young people who have another outlet, whereas they can now go off to university and play water polo. And having said that, we do have some swimmers who have actually qualified for water polo scholarships already. So from that perspective, we're excited about winning Carifta. All 3 divisions of Carifta. And last year, as you know, we did win one of the divisions here in Nassau. So the under-16 team, which won gold for 2 years in a row, is really a pace setter here in the Caribbean. And they did extremely well also in Florida when we traveled to Florida right before Carifta. So we're excited, and hopefully the swimming team will piggyback up the success, and we will be able to repeat again as Carifta champions when we travel to Kingston next week.
The Carifta Swimming Championship will be held in Jamaica during the Easter holiday weekend, March 30th through April 4th. Swimmers Isaac Bastian and Lily Higgs are expected to lead Team Bahamas at the Carifta Swimming Championship, and then it's on to the Commonwealth Games.
And it's exciting for us to see Isaac Bastian and Lily Higgs travel from Kingston to Australia. What we're happy about is that they're able to not only dominate at the Carifta level, but the transition from one big meet to another bigger meet speaks well for the success of our federation. And they've qualified for the Commonwealth Games. And while we know that they may be a little tired, the experience in Australia hopefully will propel them to even swim faster in Australia than they swam at Carifta.
Canadian World Junior record holder Ruslan Kazeev was among a group of Canadian swimmers training in the Bahamas, all in preparation for their upcoming meets, inclusive of the Commonwealth Games.
It's good. Right now I'm a little tired, so in the next 2 weeks hopefully I get some rest. And, I think after I get some rest, it'll be good.
So when you win this medal at the Commonwealth Games, are you going to shout the Bahamas out for helping you train?
Of course, I'll shout you guys out. Follow me on Instagram, everybody. Ruslan Kazeev. If you follow me, then you'll see. If I get a medal, I'll shout you guys out.
Carifta Track and Field Championships will be held during the Easter holiday weekend, March 30th through April 2nd, right here in the 242, and Team Bahamas is ready.
I think the field event is the one area that's really going to take us. Between the throws and the jumps, they're going to do well. They probably do well, better than the sprints. But we just are strong in that area, in those 2 areas. Well, the coaches and the therapists, they would look into that and do their best to make sure that they 99 to 100% ready come Easter. I can't be sure of the extent to some of those injuries, but we will have some, the ones that we're concerned with, we'll have some fitness tests to determine where they are, and the ones who in better form, the coaches and the therapists, they'll have them ready.
Levan Superman Sands was here on the weekend giving his support to the young Carifta hopefuls.
Training and actually coaching a few people privately. I have maybe 2 pros that I started, I took on last year. Coaching myself. Just trying to still do this thing. Trying to represent the country to the best that I can. That's about it, I came down this weekend. Check on my old man. He recently had he been battling with a little minor stroke, so came down to see him, because he's the reason why I do what I do. So I wanted to come and see him, and at the same time I knew they had Carifta trials. So today I wanted to come down and demonstrate a few jumps for some of the athletes some of the junior athletes who competing this weekend. And that's pretty much it,
Tennis ace Carrie Cartwright serving up some wins on the professional end. She, along with her family members, are hoping to get some financial help to assist with training.
Trying to get financial funds, even from subvention right now, is not very easy. When trying now to get somewhat of a increased on the subvention for her, because being on the pro circuit is not a very easy thing to deal with, you know. She's been away training now since she was 12 years old. So paying for coaching and housing and, you know, food and traveling and tournament expenses right now for the last 10 years, it's not very easy at all. The BLTA is where the subvention money is supposed to go through from the Ministry of Youth and Sport, and it's supposed to come through to Kerry. You know, we've had some problems over the years with that hasn't been resolved as yet as to the funds not reaching where it's supposed to go. And it's not very easy to deal with because I can't get any answers for it.
The annual Phil Smoker Smith Basketball Primary School Classic was held on the weekend. Organizer Kevin Johnson talks about the benefits of hosting tournaments for younger players.
I saw a lot of college, a lot of guys who played in this tournament, went off to school and is doing extremely well right now. Okay, and that's where it starts, you know. And right now, in this tournament, I saw at least 14 players who have a chance to play college basketball, at least. And these guys at this age are very young, and they're in the primary school.
A Final Four appearance in the National Invitational Tournament is up for grabs, and Bahamian Dwight Colby is ready to lead Western Kentucky into the semifinal round. The Hilltoppers are going in as the underdogs in the game against Oklahoma State tonight. The Hilltoppers pulled off a big upset with a 79-75 win over USC. If the Hilltoppers are successful in tonight's game, they will play the winner of the game with St. Mary's and Utah. That's all the time we have for sports. I'm Kelsey Johnson.